Hello student, my name is Rohit Kumar, social science teacher from Maples Academy. Student, today we are discussing about the chapter number 5, air in geography. Now, what is air? The blanket of air that surrounds the earth is called the atmosphere. The atmosphere is held around the earth by the earth's gravitational pull. It consists of many gases. The air is denser near the earth's surface, gets thinner as we move upward. It is believed that the upper limit of the atmosphere is about 10,000 km from the surface of the earth. Now, importance of the air, it is a thin layer, it is this layer of the atmosphere that keeps the sun's harmful rays from reaching us. It protects earth from the heat of sun during the day and keep it from freezing at night. In other words, it helps to regulate the temperature of the earth. Without the atmosphere of the earth would have been burning hot in the day and freezing cold at the night. This is also the layer where weather related phenomena like rain, wind, snow, storm take places. And what is the composition of the atmosphere? The atmosphere is a mixture of gases, water vapor, dust particle, smoke. These gases are the colorless, tasteless, odorless. And oxygen comprises 21% of the atmosphere and nitrogen 78. There are the two main gases, nitrogen 21% and oxygen 21% and nitrogen 78% are the two main gases of the atmosphere. The other gases present in the atmosphere are the carbon dioxide, helium, argon, hydrogen, etc. All these gases are present in a very small quantities, about 1%. And the structure of the atmosphere is divided into the five main layers: troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. Now the troposphere, this is the lowest and therefore the densest layer of the earth atmosphere, containing the bulk of the atmosphere total masses. It contains the air we breathe. This is the layer that contain the dust particle and the water vapor. Due to the presence in the troposphere, all weather phenomena like clouds, rain, snow, lightning, thunder, etc. take place in this layer. It is also the layer that protects the earth from the heat of the sun during the day and keep it from freezing at night. And the troposphere extends up to an average height of 13 km above the earth's surface. It extends up to a height of 8 km near the pole and 18 km at the equator. And the height of the troposphere varies with the season. It decreases in the winter and increases in the summer. Now the second is stratosphere. This layer is lie above the troposphere. It is extend up to a height of 50 km. This layer is considered the most stable layer of the atmosphere, as it does it not have any clouds, winds, other weather phenomena. Therefore, it is suitable for flying jet planes. And in that stratosphere, air temperature remain constant up to a height of 20 km and therefore increases with height. The upper limit of the stratosphere is known as the stratopause. From an air temperature once again fall with the height. The lower part of the stratosphere is known as the ozonosphere. And the ozonosphere, the range is 15 to 35 km and it contains ozone gas. Ozone absorbs harmful ultraviolet rays of the sun and they release the chlorofluorocarbon into the atmosphere by the electronic appliances such as refrigerator, food container, jet planes is slowly depleting the ozone layer. And now next is mesosphere. The mesosphere is above the stratosphere is called the mesosphere. It extends up to a height of 50 km to the 80 km above the earth's surface. It's coldest layer of the earth atmosphere. Air temperature in this layer is decreases with the height touching minus 100 degree in its upper reaches. Meteoroids enter the earth from space, usually burn up reaching on this layer, and meteoroids are the small pieces of matter that fall on the earth from the outer space. And the upper limit of the mesosphere is known as the mesopause. Beyond this point, air temperature increased with height. And the next is thermosphere. This layer is lies above the mesosphere, extend up to the between the height of 18 kilometer and the 400 kilometer above the surface. The temperature in this layer is increases rapidly with height, and the lower part of this layer is known as the ionosphere. The ionosphere contains the electrically charged particle called ions that help in the radio transmission. It reflects the radio waves transmitted from the earth air temperature and reaches more than the 1500 degree Celsius. Now the last one is exosphere. This is the uppermost layer of the earth atmosphere, which contains the light gases like the hydrogen and helium. The density of air is very low in this layer, and the temperature can be reaches up to the 4500 degrees Celsius in this layer. This layer is merges into the outer space. Now next is weather and climate. Weather and climate play an important role in our lives. They determine our lifestyle, eating habits, clothes, occupations, and the kind of houses we built, etc. Now, the weather refers to the day-to-day changes in the atmosphere at a particular place. It includes the changes in the temperature, rainfall, sunshine, wind, direction, and speed at a given time and places. So, we can say that weather refers to a short-term variation in the atmosphere, and weather affect our day-to-day life. Now, the climate refers to the generally weather conditions over a region over a long period of time, usually 30 to 35 years. And the climate does not vary from the day to day, it remains unchanged from a long period of time. Now the next is temperature. The temperature can be defined as the degree of the hotness or the coldness of air. It can be vary from time to time and place to place. The distribution of the temperature depends on the amount of the solar energy on the earth enters the earth or insolation. For example, the temperature at the poles is much lower than at the equator. This is because the sun rays falls directly on the equator, so it gets more insolation than poles. Now next is atmospheric pressure. The blanket of the air around the earth has some weights and therefore exert a pressure on the earth's surface. So we can say that the atmosphere pressure, it is the pressure exerted by the weight air on the earth's surface. We do not feel this pressure because it is exerted equally in all the direction, and also our body exert a pressure that balance out air pressure. Atmospheric pressure varies from place to place and from time to time due to the due to the following factors. And the air temperature, the distribution of the air pressure depends on the air temperature. If the temperature is high in the places, the air gets heated up to the extent becomes lighter. And the next is wind. Now the wind from high to low pressure seen in the leaves rustling to the trees or uprooting. Even the horizontal movement of the air is called the wind, and the vertical movement of the air is known as the air current. Air move from an air high pressure to an area of the low pressure. So we can say that the wind is the movement of the air from high pressure areas to the lower pressure areas. Now due to the pressures of the wind, permanent winds blow throughout the year without the changing the direction. Trade wind, westerlies, easterlies are the permanent